Hello, Summoners and Summonettes. Gordon here, and today I'm going to be doing a super quick rundown of patch 6.12 notes that just got released. And this might be my only video for a little while, just because when this video releases, actually today, I will have to go and put one of my cats down. So I'm probably going to be crying for like 2 days straight. So I'm just going to try and blow through this really quick and get it over and done with. So, Corki, they changed his W cooldown, and his E pretty much does more damage and shreds armor and MR faster now. They made his cooldown on the W less early on in the ranks, but later, or more later on in the ranks. His Gatling gun got pretty decent buff on the second and third ranking of it, and fourth, I guess. You get a decent amount of damage done there. And now it does 4 ticks instead of 2 per second, but the shred is pretty much exactly the same. Fizz, they made his hitbox a little bit larger, and his W's damage down and E cooldown is up, so he's just pretty much less annoying, which is good, because I hate that champion. Shake Up, nothing really changed. They just gave him a new flashy symbol for his backstab damage, which is his passive. Syndra got slight buff to her W and E, both gaining 0.1 ability ratio. I already thought she was actually decently strong, so that's a pretty nice buff to Syndra there. That'll definitely add up. Xin Zhao, more health, and he gains more health per level as well. Zed, they just kind of gave him quality of life for his shadows, so you now can have indicators on them, seeing where and what they can do. For items, they buffed a couple of items and they nerfed a couple of items. Pretty much they're all AD items though, i.e. Essence Reaver, and both the Last Whisper items gained AD, Essence Reaver and IE gaining 5, and both the completed Last Whisper items gaining 10. Bilgewater Cutlass, exact same stats, they just took 150 gold off of it, so it is a slight buff to Bilgewater. And then they took 5 AD off of Ghostblade, which was pretty necessary because that was pretty much the go-to AD item for a lot of ADs in the bot lane. And it was just really, really efficient, so that's nice. Rite of Ages, they just added 100 gold to the total cost of it here, and then they slightly nerfed the mana to health conversion there. And they did that same nerf to the Hextech GLP as well as Righteous Glory. So slight nerf to that, but it's still going to be a fine item, in my opinion. Masteries, Grasp does an additional 0.5% of your max health damage, but it heals you for a whole percent less, so slight nerf to that. You weren't really taking it ever for the damage, you were taking it for the sustain, so I enjoyed that nerf. Fervor, they made it so you only get 1 stack instead of 2 per ability cast. Thank goodness. That gets rid of things like Bruiser, Echo, and Fizz in the top lane, or at least it nerfs it. It won't get rid of it completely. Double-edged sword, now no matter if you're AD or ranged, you get that 3% damage increase, and 1.5% increased damage taken. So it's no difference between melee and ranged anymore. Natural talent, pretty much the exact same thing, except you gain a little bit more stats earlier on. But at level 18, you'll still have the same exact stats. That's unchanged. So, slight buff to that. I like that. Really good for champions such as Nidalee in the jungle. So, good stuff there. Veteran Scar, more health. You gain an additional health per rank, and the total health also goes up as well. So, the rest is just Howling Abyss. Kind of, nobody cares about that kind of stuff. And then we will scroll down to one of them. Where's the new change? Excuse me. This is all Howling Abyss still, nobody cares. Remake. So, Remake is now in the game where if you're in a 4v5, you can essentially get out of the game free. No loss, no nothing, except for the person who causes the remake to happen, who was DC'd, will actually take a full loss penalty, and they'll get hit by Lever Buster, which is nice. So, pretty much at 90 seconds, or sorry, at the 3-minute mark, if they've been AFK for 90 seconds, you get the option to vote. You don't have to take it, which I also like as well. But a First Blood has been dealt. You cannot Excuse me. Ugh. If First Blood has been dealt, you can't remake, so it's pretty much just if you're all out of the fountain, one person just isn't there, and you're like a couple minutes into the landing phase, you can pretty much just restart the game. You don't lose any LP, no win-loss ratio, no nothing. So I do like that. And then they just had this little rule thing for Diamond only, but that's not that big of a deal. And now you can use your Champion Mastery on every map, which is pretty cool. And then there are just some slight bug fixes and upcoming skins here. We got Dark Star Thresh, probably won't buy it. It's an okay skin. I think it's a legendary skin, but I mean, I think his other skins are already cooler, and I already own every other skin. Dark Star Varus, again. Ooh, that would be a cool background for a desktop. But I already have like 3 Varus skins as well, so I'm probably not going to buy that. But actually, let me go back and look at the Thresh one. Yeah, I mean, that would look cool for like a desktop background, but definitely never going to buy it. But that's pretty much it. Not that big of a patch, pretty short and sweet, but some nice changes here. And maybe Corki might be good again. We'll see. We'll see. I might have to test around or play around with it, but we'll see. So, if you liked the video, go ahead and throw a like. I'll have all my other social media, such as Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, in the info box below. And as always, guys, I'll see you all next time.